Many Black small business owners say they are depending on the American Rescue Plan to make it through the uncertain times ahead of them. The Biden administration says the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package will help Black-owned businesses recover from the financial devastation brought on by the pandemic. For more on this, I want to bring in Ron Busby. He's president and CEO of U.S. Black Chambers Incorporated. Ron, you spoke with Vice President Kamala Harris this week about the American Rescue Plan. What concerns did you share with her, and how did she respond?
Great question, and I appreciate the opportunity to come on this afternoon. It really was about a follow-up and follow-through as it was discussed. The great thing about the conversation that we had was during this initial pandemic, there were concerns that Black business owners discussed and presented to the previous administration that was not taking into consideration. When a program called the Payroll Protection Plan was executed and implemented, it really left out 95% of Black-owned businesses. A program that was really declared to take care of the employee versus the employer left out a large swath of Black-owned businesses. Of the 2.6 million Black firms, 2.5 have no employees. And so many of our business owners weren't able to take advantage of one of the largest stimulus packages that this country has created. We have 1099s, we have subcontractors, we have joint ventures, we have employees, but many of them are family members or people that appreciate and believe in our vision. And so they join us, and many of them are cash and carry. So this administration heard those concerns, implemented changes, and many of our business owners are very excited about the future.
Mr. Busby, the Biden administration says the American Rescue Plan will specifically help Black small business owners. Are you confident that that is true?
I think the confidence comes from a combination of both the policy that's being created as well as the people that are being placed to make sure that there's accountability, transparency, intentionality, and most importantly, partnerships. And where we bring those four together, there is truth, there is transparency, and I believe from Black-owned businesses, yes, we feel like the change that we were looking for is definitely on the horizon and very positive outlooks.
The Paycheck Protection Program is set to expire at the end of this month, but lawmakers are working on a 2-month extension. Many minority business owners have been unable to apply for a second round of help from that program because of unforgiven loans. What needs to be done for them to be able to access aid?
There's policy being discussed as we talk this morning. Much of it has to do with relationships. There were a lot of things that were removed in reference to obstacles and barriers for Black businesses to participate. But I think most importantly, it's about relationships. If you remember early on, it was about making sure that the bank that you banked with understood your challenges as well as the opportunity to move forward. And so during those first 14 days that was set aside for Black-owned businesses and smaller businesses to partner with community banks, I think that gave us an opportunity to develop some of those relationships. But we also have to understand that there are still going to be challenges that they are there. The U.S. Black Chamber is working diligently with the Small Business Administration as well as this administration to make sure that when we hear about concerns that are being acted upon in our Black communities and Black businesses, that there is a voice that is there, that is relationships that are there, so that we can address those moving forward.
Do you think the Paycheck Protection Program is serving its purpose?
Again, a program that was created to protect the employees, I think it did. But a program that was created to protect the business owner had its challenges. I do believe that this next round of funding allows, and it looks at the totality of the business, not just what the business needs in reference to funding, but about childcare. It's about reopening safely. It's about executable programs. When we look at infrastructure, is it going to make sure that the communities, the Black businesses, as well as the Black employees have the opportunity to take advantage of it? Yes, we believe that this payroll protection plan has the merits of being able to move our communities forward, but it also is there to make sure that our communities, and most importantly, the community residents have the funding that they need to be able to come back and spend with local Black-owned businesses across the country.
COVID-19 has impacted communities of color disproportionately. What roles do Black-owned businesses play in helping people get vaccinated in their communities?
Great question. The U.S. Black Chamber is looking to actually do a program here over the next few months to really vaccinate over 1 million Black-owned businesses. When you look at communities across the country, many of the business owners are also the business leaders. They're the trusted voices, they're the trusted business owners. And so many of our communities are looking to make sure that there's relationships there, that they know that the vaccine is safe, that they also know that there are people that are legitimately in their communities that have been their trusted figureheads are also participating. So the U.S. Black Chamber, along with some of our corporate partners, as well as pharmaceutical industries, will be doing a few things, telling people, yes, the vaccine is safe, but more importantly, here's how you can go find where to go to get your vaccine. Here's the thing that you need to know before going in, as well as coming out. And so many of that has to be done in local communities, and business owners are very poised to make sure that their voices as well as their leadership is being seen as well as demonstrated across the country.
Ron Busby, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having us.